Alright, we finna do our shout out video. You know, you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready for.
Okay. First off, we're gonna shout out E.T.
E.T.
Yeah, E.T. We love you bitches. Shout out to
C. Jones.
Lady Work It. Shout out to Lady Exotic, Lady Yella, Lady Renee, OG Ladybug,
OG Big Booty J, my best friend.
Shout out to one person that used to be E.T. OG Yellow Bomb.
Shout out to my 50 Shalissa. Shout out to my baby Kendrick. Shout out to my little sister Khadijah. Alright, you go.
Okay, shout out to my best friend Juju. Shout out to my best friend DJ. Shout out to my
shout out to my best friend Josh.
Oh my gosh. Shout out to my baby daddy Reggie. Shout out to my nigga Janisha.
See, look, we got a paper trying to figure out who we trying to give shout outs to.
Shout out to Janisha, Megan, Shania, Zakivia.
I'm gonna give a personal shout out to Shaquille. I know you gotta. I can put you at that like that, fool. Alright, go ahead.
Shout out to John Jones. That's who really got a crush on her. Shout out to Deja.
Shout out to Dinky.
Shout out to Jazz Minor.
Shout out to
Ty Jones.
Shout out to my brother Rodney.
Shout out to who else? Shout out to all my little sisters. My favorite little sister Jada. My little sister Tiana, Ebony, Michaela, Pam. Shout out to all of y'all.
Shout out to my Maryland gang niggas: JoJo, Aaliyah, Tiana. Did I say one more? Mumu. Shout out to my nigga Cornisha. Shout out to my nigga Kiara.
Shout out to Courtney Marie. Shout out to my bestie Ricky. Shout out to Takel.
Shout out to my little cousin Ashanti. Oh, and shout out to go ahead.
Shout out to my Uvu buddy Chris. I heart you do. Some serious real talk. Shout out to my ex-best friend LJ, Juju. I mean, not Juju. Jesus. Shout out to Shout out to Troy, even though you be acting funny.
Wow. Don't give him no shout out, bro.
Shout out to my ex-best friend Marquez.
Shout out to Jonathan.
Shit. Okay. Shout out to FHD gang. Shout out to Funzy. You cool people, so you get a special shout out.
Shout out to A-Day. Shout out to my little sister Tatiana. Shout out to my little sister Javelin. Shout out to my little sister Lauren. Shout out to my little sister Alexis.
She got a lot of little sisters, basically. So shout out to all the Amber little sisters. Shout out to that girl Nia. I don't know you like that, but you went hard on your fight. Not trying to be funny, but you banged that female up. Shout out to you. Shout out to my little nigga Asia, bro. I love you, my motherfucking nigga. I cannot wait till you come to Dunkin'.
Why you keep throwing up these hearts, girl?
Don't be hating on my hearts. Who else? Shout out to LJB. Who else? Shout out to my little nigga Southside.
Shout out to Desiree, my little Mexican bitch. Shout out to Salter. Shout out to Dwayne Tony. I miss you, fool. Shout out to Megan.
Shout out to Deja Monet and Sade. Who else?
Shout out to Janet.
Shout out to the LID boys. Y'all gonna do something with yourself. Shout out to my best friend Tay Tay, even though we ain't talked in a while. Who else? Shout out to everybody we fuck with. It's a lot of people, so don't get offended if you meet you.
I'm about to sit here and think of some of my people while she over here holding conversation.
Shout out to A. Jones. Ha, you a dog ass nigga, but shout out to you. I'm so sorry. Shout out to my sister Gucci. I love you, bro. Real nigga shit. We gonna fuck around before this summer over. Shout out to Cameron. Shout out to my tattoo man Xavier, some clean ass tattoos.
Shout out to my skinny bitch Cameron. Shout out to my shout out to my cousin Nick. Shout out to my nigga Gerald. Shout out to my nigga Taylor. Shout out to my nigga Maya. Shout out to my nigga Nene.
Nene, bro, you go hard in twerking. Like, real nigga shit. Like, you the best out of go-getters. No hate. Real talk, you the best out of the group. Real nigga shit.
Nene Bowleg. Nene Bowley.
That's what we talking about.
I'm just making sure people know.
Okay. I mean, the other Nene, she go hard too, but Nene Bowlegs, like, you got all respect for me. You do this shit in twerking. Shout out to all the twerking cliques, no beef. Everybody doing their thing out here, whatever. Shout out to EPC, everybody, every clique that's doing something with themselves. Shout out to y'all. Much respect. What? Who else we shouting out? Shout out to my big brother Joe. Even though you've been MIA since I sent you the last time.
Cut him out.
Shout out to my bestie Southside Ken. Who else? Shout out to my nigga Kiki. Bro, that's my wifey to the end. Oh my God, shout out to you. Shout out to Brittany. Shout out to the damn fools. Shout out to everybody that
shout out to Black. Shout out to my nigga Mika.
Yeah, shout out to my big homie Black. When we fight, I'm gonna see you.
Shout out to my ex best friend Corjay.
Shout out to my best friend Fred. Shout
I don't know if I said this or not, but shout out to Cornisha.
Shout out to my ex best friend Tevin. Just shout out to everybody that we just fuck with. Like,
shout out to my nigga Indigo, my nigga Jerome.
Yeah, shout out to my nigga Tasia, Kamaria, Angelica, Torquemaster, bro. Shout out to you for all the time we found up our girl, you know.
Shout out to my baby mama Jessica Shaw.
Anyways,
girl, look at me.
Even though I already shouted you out, I give another shout out to my baby mama TT. I love you, bro. Even though you get on my nerves.
Alright, let me think of somebody else. I'm about to be out this time.
Who else? This don't make no sense. We gotta go through our text message to go find out who else we gotta shout out. Who else?
Oh, shout out to Xavier Ward. Shout out to Zach Coleman.
Shout out to this other nigga named Chris that I fucked with. Who else?
Let's see.
We got a lot of people, so excuse us. Who else? This is the longest shout out video we ever made, so forgive us for our shout outs. Who else?
Dang,
we got a lot of people, so y'all. Shout out to my nigga Marnell, like real nigga shit. Shout out to Bree Stokes. Shout out to Patricia. Oh, I'm so sorry. Please forgive me. Shout out to my sister TB. I love you, my nigga. Real nigga shit. Shout out to you. Shout out to Kennedy. Shout out to all of y'all that if we forgot y'all, we can't remember y'all name. Shout out to my nigga Mimi.
Shout out to Shamiria.
Shout out to K Jeff.
Shout out to Stony.
With her stocking stuff. Shout out to my nigga Shantavia.
Shout out to Randy.
Shout out to Aviana.
Shout out to Nunu, Dallas, Texas May. Devontae, Better Get Wade. Courtney,
Scott.
My little sister Courtney Too Flashy Morton.
Shout out to Claiborne Fountain III. Shout out to Josh Jet Life Scott. Jamal.
Shout out to Isaiah Griffin. Shout out to Shay Barrett. Shout out to my cousin LaBrusha.
Shout out to Bobo.
Shout out to KU.
Shout out to Damien Basant. Michelle Green.
Shout out to Taylor First Lady Henley.
Shout out to Mikael Henderson.
Shout out to Dimitri. Fuck with everybody gating, I guess. But anyway, we like.
Shout out to my brother Mark in the FIC gang. You know, fuck with it. Fuck your clique gang. Fuck with that shit.
But
well,
we about to be out this hoe.
This our shout out video.
ETE hoe.
Triple D. We out this bitch.